Jimmy Butler, he's a very interesting player to me.
He's like, oh shoot, I don't know where to go with the ball because I haven't been able to think.
It was a great series. Game 4 was one of the best games I've ever watched in my entire life. Now LeBron's a 4-time champion, and Anthony Davis gets his first.
It's unacceptable. So happy when the Astros lost because it would definitely be a 2020 thing.
Yeah, I was impressed by their game. Braden Point, Andre Palat, Nikita Kucherov. That was the best line in the playoffs, no doubt.
Stay undefeated when they face the mighty Cowboys with Garrett Gilbert.
Hey everyone, I'm Jared Sandler, and you're listening to Outsiders Opinions.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our USFL Opinions of the Week. It's been a while since we've done it. There wasn't a huge free agency period, but the past few weeks or so, there's been a lot of moves. It's mostly been for one team, and that is my Pittsburgh Maulers. If you remember, I chose Pittsburgh. Did not work out my first year. Austin, I believe you are New Orleans Breakers.
Yes, New Orleans, yes.
Yes, and so first news was the Maulers coach resigned, and that was Horton. And now the new coach is. Oh no, it was Kirby Wilson and Ray Horton assumed duties as the new head coach. Kirby Wilson resigned for personal reasons, so I'm very intrigued with the Maulers and how they do. They also changed their colors more to Steelers, black and gold. So now we have some more different colored team jerseys. I know that was why you picked the band Breakers, Austin.
It was. There was a lot of red happening, and I was trying to go away from the almost every team is red, and now we lost a red team, which I think is good. I wouldn't have necessarily. I hope they don't copy Steelers. I hope while they may be similar colors, they're at least somewhat different to where we could tell them apart. Obviously, the logos would be different, but I'm talking just straight up jerseys are a little bit different too, maybe original. But I do like that there's now less red teams.
Yeah, I agree, and I understand why they did it. I also see your point with them like being too close to the Steelers, and then they also signed former linebacker Reuben Foster, so that's a nice move for them. And then they will have two hubs for North and South. The North will be Canton, Ohio, Detroit, Michigan, and then the South will be Birmingham, Alabama, Memphis, Tennessee. So they're slowly incorporating travel into it.
Yeah, and we're still probably a couple years away before we actually have home stadiums because it's going to take a while to actually get those figured out, especially with the XFL having their own stadiums. There's going to be a lot of competition there, and I'm glad there is more hubs to where home field advantage is something in some of the games. However, it still is not all that major.
Yeah. I believe the XFL is also like being funded by the NFL, or there's like some partnership.
I think there's some partnership. I don't think it's funded though.
Okay. But but onto the USFL. Have you seen the USFL commercials?
No. Actually, I take it back. Are you talking about the ones that are the really short highlights during NFL playoffs?
Those are the only ones I've seen. It's like a short.
Oh yeah. I thought, but those don't seem like commercials really. They're kind of like one highlight and then it ends. Because it's not like, oh, you should go watch the USFL. It's just like a USFL highlight and then USFL season starts this date. So I guess it is a commercial, but I have seen those. It just took me a second to remember.
Yeah, you're good. I don't remember any commercials or anything like that last season.
Well, there's what do you show? I guess you could just say, hey, like a little advertisement, but full on commercials would be tough.
Yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, I really liked that, and it happened like during the NFL game, I believe, for one.
Yes, for a lot of them, in fact, are in between USFL games. I was also watching an NBA game on TNT, and the USFL commercial turned on.
Yeah, it's mostly with sports it's usually like CBS because I believe they have one. No, it may be Fox and NBC because I don't think CBS has a partnership with it yet. But yeah, I really like that strategy. It's kind of simple, so I kind of like those commercials, and I'm very intrigued how it affects the ratings so far. But yeah, I'm excited, and I'm curious what changes are being made.
Yeah, I'm excited for some of the moves. I'm glad some things have happened, but while that first year was probably a success, we have to see it continuing because normally the first years were, oh, it's a new league, I'm interested, but if they can't keep that excitement level and compete now with the XFL, then we may see them falter. But here's where they get to answer the call.
Yeah, I agree, and yeah, I do think it's important, and it seems like a solid foundation. We'll have to see. Oh, and the other news I believe I forgot to mention was the Tampa Bay Bandits are relocating to Memphis under the old Showboat moniker. So I'm very excited for that, and I'm glad they're like slowly expanding or relocating, and they're getting a strong base, and then they can add some more teams. Um, but yeah, it's really short video. Really excited, and we'll keep you updated once we learn about stuff. Any final thoughts, Austin?
Nope.
Yeah, well, that's it, and thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.